Hi everybody, this is Maria with SweetSerenityStamping.com, and today I brought to you this sweet little floral basket that I have made, and you can see that there is some yummy chocolates in there and a cute little bow on top. And the reason why I call it my floral basket is because I'm using the flower pot paper series, and I cut out some little flowers here from my Petite Petals punch. And I have a little thinking of you, which I just love this. I think this is very cute to give somebody, just, you know, for thinking of you, or for a thank you, or for a teacher, you know, perfect for teachers. And it came out really cute. I love it. And it's got the paper on all four sides, and it's a different looking box. There's like little spaces in between here, but this is where you put your goodies in there. And underneath the layer of candy, I actually have some white confetti, you know, that you can buy in the local craft store, or, you know, in like a party supply store, that you fill in for, you know, giving somebody something in a little gift bag. There's like little white pieces of paper in there, like shredded paper. So I went ahead and did my own shredded paper. I just took some scrap white a cardstock, and I just did it with my paper trimmer and gave me some of that. And this basket actually looks fuller than what it is, but there's quite a bit of candy in there, and you can hold a lot of stuff in here. So you don't have to necessarily use candy. You can use anything you want on this box. Anything I think will fit in here. It's a pretty good substantial box. I'm going to say it's about 4 by 4, and then it kind of like comes out a little bit more on the top than on the bottom. So yeah, really super cute box. I'm excited to show you. Now I'm just going to put this to the side. I decided to do something that I normally don't do, and I haven't done in a video yet, and that is Halloween. I am just so busy with Christmas in the months of October, November, and part of December. I'm so busy with my Christmas stuff, I didn't have time to put any Halloween stuff out, and I'm really sorry for that. But today I decided, let's try to make this basket Halloween with the very little supplies that I really have. So this is the paper we are going to be using today. And this is just a 10 by 10 inch piece of black cardstock. And what I had done is I had used my metallic, I love this. This is my metallic ink pad. Oh, the metallic is just beautiful, especially on this black. You can see how wonderful it came out. And I used my Mingle All the Way set right here. And this is the only one that had something Halloween. And I showed you this set before because I love this spooky, screamy, have a happy Halloweeny. I love that. I think that is the cutest phrase. And it also comes with like something for Thanksgiving, and the rest are like for Christmas. And this has like become one of my favorite sets. So I thought, let's try to do at least one project with something Halloween. So I went ahead and used that stamp. And before we continue with this, I went ahead and I took this stamp set. Okay, and I used, like I said, the happy, or the spooky, screamy, this one here. And what I thought after I had done this was that I said, you know what, you've got some here, and you've got some here and here, but you didn't put any upside down. So what I'm thinking, that when I put this box together, this box is going to have some of the writing is going to be upside down, some of the writing is going to be right side up. So when you go to do this, and I really didn't want to waste this paper because it's too cute, and I did all the stamping on it, and I thought, so if the box has the wordings upside down, it's not a big deal for me. It may be for you. So when you use the stamp and you're using it frontwards when you're stamping, don't forget to turn it around and do some upside down or sideways like this also too, so that when you put your box together, you know what I'm saying? When you put your box together, you are going to have different ways of reading this. Okay, so you'll have some upside down, you'll have some right side up, you'll have some on the side like I did right here. You can see that I just even went to the sides and put a little bit on the sides here. See, so I wanted this you know, paper to be covered pretty well. And so when you do yours, you might want to go ahead and turn it upside down. Okay, like do it upside down and stamp, then do some right side up and stamp. That's just a little tip for me to you if you know you want to do that and it doesn't bother you that some of this writing could be upside down. Like I said, I did this at the last minute last night, and I thought I need to give you guys at least something a little bit Halloween. So anyways, this is what I came up with. I also went ahead and I made these cute little pumpkins. Now I was playing around with my large oval punch. Okay, so this is my large oval punch. And I came up with this because I thought, I was actually cutting a few of these out and I started putting it together and I thought, man, that looks like a pumpkin. So I went ahead and I cut 5 of these oval shapes out in pumpkin pie. And then I went ahead and I took, with my little sponge, I went ahead here and I just kind of went around the sides with some Tangelo twist. Now, that's what it ended up coming out. I glued them together. So this is what it came like. And then this is just a little bit of garden green that I used to make just like the little pumpkin stem. I will show you how to put that together. Let's go ahead and do that now before I start this piece of paper here. Let's go ahead and do it because I have everything sitting out in front of me. Now I have previously went ahead and cut these out. And like I said, you need 5 of them. Okay? And if I can get this up with my fingernail, that would be great. So I went ahead and I cut out 5 of these ovals with my large oval punch. And so I'm going to go ahead and get some of the Tangelo twist. And I wanted it a little bit darker than the pumpkin pie, so that's why I used the Tangelo twist. And I'm going to show you what I did. All I did was take my sponge, okay, and I just made a little circle and put a little staple in there so I don't get my hands filthy. And I wrote the name of it, like Tangelo Twist is written on here, so I know that's the color I used. So I'm just going to go ahead and dip this in here, and we are just going to go ahead and just do the outsides like this. Okay, we'll get a little more and do it. And this is what gives us that shadow effect. Okay, now it's done. So I've got all of these done. I'm going to go ahead and close this back up because we don't need this anymore. So I'm just basically showing you what I had done. And then what I did was make sure that this first piece, one of your pieces, goes to the front. Okay, what I mean to the front is you want that piece, okay? You want a whole one up front. All the rest of the stuff gets glued in the back. And you will go ahead and glue them like so. And then you would take another one and you would glue it. Okay, and I'm not gluing for time's sake of my video, okay? And then you take the other 2 and you put one here, and you take the other one and you put one here, and that forms your pumpkin. Okay, see how it is? It's a pumpkin. And then I just went ahead and cut off a random piece of little bitty, to make it look like the handle of the pumpkin, and I went ahead and, like I said, I attached all this together, and that was our pumpkin. So that's how we made the pumpkin. Like I said, I would go ahead and glue all this, but my video seemed to run too long, so I need to go ahead and continue on. But I just wanted to show you how I did those pumpkins. And I made 4 of them because I am going to put one on each side of this box. Okay? So now let's go ahead and get started with the, like I said, this is a 10 by 10 piece of black cardstock. And I went ahead and cut to that. I went ahead and I told you I stamped it. Hopefully, like I said, this box may be upside down on the other sides, and I don't know how it's going to look because it's the first time I've done it with stamping something. If you have a random pattern like a pumpkin, you can just put all over it. It wouldn't matter, but this is wording. So this wording may come upside down. We'll see it after it's done. But like I said, at least I'll have one side, hopefully, that will be right side up. So anyway, I wanted to do a little bit of scoring with you. So on our 10 by 10, it doesn't matter which side you want to start on. You want to score at the 3-inch mark. Okay, and I want to make sure that I have my scoring tool. You probably can't see it. Make sure your scoring one is up here and your cutting one is down below, because you don't want to go ahead and cut this piece of paper. So this is at the, I'm trying to get you in my, there, maybe that will help. This is at the 3-inch mark, and I'm going to score. Okay, and then you go to the 7-inch mark. Okay, and then you score. Okay, so then you want to flip it around, just turn it 90 degrees and do the same thing. You want to do a 3, so do it with the 3-inch mark, and at the 7-inch mark. And you don't have to keep doing your scoring as much as I do it. You really don't have to. I choose to do that because I like to see my lines a little bit better than that, and I'm hoping that I can get you guys to see my score lines a little bit better, so I kind of do it several times, but you don't have to. So hopefully you can see, this is black and I know it's hard to see, but you can see my score lines. So I have a 3 and a 7, and then I turned it 90 degrees and I have a 3 and a 7. Now what else I want to do to this is you are going to need your ruler. Okay, and what we want to do is we want to do some vertical score lines. Now you have 2 smaller boxes. Let me get this in there. Okay, you have a smaller box and a smaller box, and then one that's a little bit bigger. And then you have, so basically you have 4 smaller boxes in each corners. So we want to do vertical lines from the point of where our score line meets to the end. Point to where our score line meets until the end, and you want to do this on all 4 corners. So what I do is I take my ruler, I'm going to turn it this way, and I match my ruler up to that where all the score lines meet. And I know this is on black and it's really hard to see, but I'm just trying to match up right where all my score lines meet to the very end, and then I want you to just give it a score mark. Okay, and I don't know if you can see that or not. Yeah, there's a score mark right there. We're going to do this to all 4 corners, to where your score lines meet, to the tip. Okay, so let's do it again. And I like to go through it twice, because me and my sharp score marks I like to have. So do this one more time over here. Okay, and then I'm going to turn it because I have one more to do, and that's right here. So hopefully I am in frame for you guys to see, and I believe I am. Okay, so now we have the 4 score lines, or 4 verticals that we just did. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to go ahead and we want to begin to fold. So I'm going to turn this over and fold on our score marks. Okay, this is one score mark here. We have another score mark here. Okay, now I flip it over and we have these here, and we're not going to worry about those vertical score lines just yet. Okay, all we're doing is doing those where you scored on the 3-inch and then the 7-inch. Okay, so now that we have this, so what we want to do now that this is scored is we want to go to those vertical score marks that we made in each one of these corners, and we want to make them into a mountain fold. And what I mean a mountain fold is I want you to take it and I want you to push it up. Okay, push it up so it becomes a mountain. And what I mean by mountain is you have this point right here that is like a mountain. Okay, so you want to push them up, and what I do is I go ahead and I want to give it a good crease. Okay, now you will do that in all 4. You want to push it back up here into that mountain fold. Okay, and then go ahead and give it a good crease. Okay, and we have 2 more to go. Push it up in the middle. Get that score line to come up. That's why I said that's why I did it twice when I did my bone folder, and I was making that score mark because I want to have a crisp score mark so we can fold this over very easily. Okay, so there's the last one. Made into mountain fold, and we just scored, or we just went ahead and increased it. So now we have this weird looking thing. Well, what we want to do is we want to take this weird looking thing and we want to turn it upside down. And what we want to do is we want to start pushing. Actually, we should have gone ahead and, when you do your verticals, I forgot, don't do them on your pattern side. You want to fold them in this way. You want your vertical marks inside the box. Okay, so I'm just going to move these to the inside of the box instead of the outside. Push them in. You want to push them in. You can do it either way. You can do it the way I did it, or you can do it this way. It doesn't matter. You just want to push them in, because this is what our box is going to look like. You just push it in. Okay, and this is what our box is going to look like, just like the other one. Okay, and yes, it's kind of hard to work with because we haven't put our ribbon in yet to get it to stay, but basically that's our box. Now, you can go ahead and lay this back out because I wanted to make sure that it's working properly. Now, I took a little punch. This is the 3/8 of an inch punch. This is not a Stampin' Up punch. I just got this at my local craft store, but they do sell them on Stampin' Up, and I wish I had my Stampin' Up ones, but I don't have them yet. I have so much stuff because I am a beginner, so it takes a little while to get your, all your supplies, so I just kind of do what I need to do until I get my supplies. But right now I'm just using just a regular, from my craft store. And you want to put a hole, and I would say about, it doesn't really matter. I'd say about 3/8 of an inch down. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, do you see where my hole is? See? Just a little bit away from that, your points. And do it like right on your score mark. You can do it right on the score mark. And just kind of eyeball them all the way around. You want 4 of these. So I just kind of eyeball it a little bit. Punch it in. Make sure like I said, it doesn't have to be exact. You just need to get some holes because that's where our ribbon is going to go through. Okay, so now I have my 4 holes. So now what we want to do is we want to go ahead, we can form that box now if you want to. It doesn't really matter, but we need some ribbon to hold this tight because it's not going to hold. So I'm going to get me some, this is pumpkin pie ribbon, and it's the cotton ribbon, and I absolutely love it. I think it will go really cute with pumpkins. And this is a 1/4 inch. I want to make sure before I tell you the wrong thing. Yes, this is a 1/4 inch of the pumpkin pie. And I am not going to cut it yet. I am just going to start running this through. So what you want to do is you want to, from 1/4 of the inside, okay, and you want to make sure too that this little piece at the end, you want to make sure it's kind of sharp to a point so you can get it through the, see, like that, so you can get it through your holes. And you might have to keep coming back and doing it every so often. But you start from the inside of one of these and you stick it through the hole and then you pull it. Okay, so now you want to try to form your box like this if you can. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is we want to go again from the inside. Okay, so now you want to go through here and pull it through. Okay, so now we are starting to, well, basically what we're trying to do is pull our box together. Okay, so now I want to do is I want to go from the outside of this box into the inside of this box. So basically I'm taking my ribbon and going to the outside because you always want to come in from the outside, okay? So now we're going to do it again. I'm going to have to turn it. And we are going to run that through. And mind you, I will fix all this when we get through, when we get done. And then for the last one, I want it to come out, just like this one here is. You want to make sure it comes out of the box. Okay, so I'm going to put it through this way. If I can get it through, like I said, it gets, the ribbon starts to get a little bit, see, ratted and tangled when you're trying to push it through these holes. Let's see if I can get it one more time. Come on, get it in there. See, I might have to cut it. So let me just go ahead and cut it a little bit more. It's not a big deal, because like I said, it's harder to get through if it doesn't have a beautiful point in it. Sometimes it's hard to get through. So I'm going to feed this through and pull it, see? Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to kind of straighten out this ribbon. I want to try to give it a little bit more extra room. So you make this straight, you want to make this one straight. Okay, and even if you have to turn the ribbon a little bit, like this, just kind of make it straight all the way around. And I'm going to pull this a little bit more. Okay, because this is how, and what we're going to do now is we are going to pull. Okay, so pull, pull, pull. And what you are doing is you are kind of like sealing the box. Okay, so you are sealing this box closed. Like I said, keep pulling it. Don't be afraid to pull this box because you can pull it tight. So now that we have it kind of tight, okay, we want to go ahead and we want to make a ribbon, or we want to make a bow. So I am just going to cut, okay, some off. Get this out of the way. And I'm going to make a bow. I'm going to try to tempt to make a bow because sometimes on film, my bows don't always want to work very well. So I'm wondering if I should, this is the way I did it. I think I'm just double checking to make sure that I did my ribbon right. So I went in and over, and I could have gone over again with this ribbon. But this is fine. Exactly what I told you is perfectly fine. It will close. There's no issue about that. It will stay shut. No matter how you do it, just pull it. Okay, give it a little tug. Now you want to make a bow. And like I said, my bows never come out right when I'm on film. I can do this, and I guess it's because I'm more in a hurry than I am at home, you know, when I'm taking my time and doing something, but that's not the best bow ever. It's kind of a little bit of a shabby bow. I think I want to pull this out a little bit more. Let's make this bow a little tad bit bigger. And I'm going to pull it out a little bit more. If I can get this side to pull a little bit more. Okay, so now we have somewhat of a halfway decent bow. Yeah, like I said, I'm on film, so it never when I do this stuff, it just never comes out the way you want it to. So go ahead and just give these a little clip. I tend to leave my ends a little bit longer because I like it. So there's my bow. Now you can use this with bigger ribbon if you like to. Like I had done on this one, I used the, I believe is a 1/2 inch ribbon, the white ribbon. So basically, see, there's our box coming along. And you can even push this bow up a little bit if you need to, so you don't want to show too much of that. See, now so the bow is right in the center, just like this one. I am not going to go ahead and fill it because all this candy is in here, and I don't have extra candy to put in here. I just want to show you how to make the box, but I would just put, like I said, some shredded paper on the bottom that you can buy from your local craft stores or party stores. You know, that you put in the bottom. You know what I'm understanding. What you put on the bottom of the bags, and you can see here's a piece. I'll show you a piece right here. I just went ahead and clipped. See, I just went ahead and did this with my just some white paper, and I did it on my trimmer, and I just made it to like 1/8 of an inch pieces, and then I crunched it up, and I made me some of my own. So now after this, we got this little cute part done. What I want to do is I want to add. Now let's see how this looks. Okay, so like I said, it's not all, it's really actually came out kind of cute. It's not all forward. It's, some of them are sideways. You know, some of them are, see, these are sideways. This one actually, see, is upside down, this one here. This I don't have an issue with. I think this turned out really good. I'm glad it turned out this way. I think it came out adorable. So I'm not worried about that. So, but if you want to make sure that you have them going all the right way, you can do part, like I said, go forward with your stamps, and then go backwards with your stamps. So just stamp forward and then stamp, just stamp all different directions, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Now, what I want to do is I want to take our little pumpkins. I think these came out so cute, and I'm going to put some dimensionals on them really quick. Just put a couple here and a couple there. I'll go get my other ones. Okay, turn them over, and let's go ahead and give them some dimensionals, because I want these to stand off the box. I think it would be really cute. And I'm running out of dimensionals. So I have, let me cut off this little one here. See, don't ever throw away these little pieces of your dimensionals. Don't ever throw them away. You can use them. Don't throw them away. See, like I'm out of my main dimensionals, but you can still use these. Just cut them. Don't throw them away. So let's go ahead and get some of these pumpkins on there. Okay, so I have this one here, and I'm just going to put it on top of here, like this. See, and it kind of pops out. Look how cute that is. You know, like I said, I didn't do one of these before. I just went ahead and decided, well, let's try to do something with Halloween, seeing that it is October. And like I said, I normally don't do Halloween stuff because I just, really, to be honest, I don't have the time to do it because I'm so much into my Christmas stuff. But I thought I need to throw something of Halloween in for you guys, because just because I'm busy, and I don't have time to make Halloween stuff doesn't mean that you don't have to make Halloween stuff. So I thought I'd go ahead and do a Halloween stuff, something with Halloween instead of Christmas. So let's put that one got on a little cricket. Let's fix that one. Okay, so basically, this is so cute. I just love this. I think that it came out terrific, and I think that would be so cute to give. Like I said, I didn't make such a very good bow, but oh well. What a cute gift. I would love to give that to a teacher. You know, like I said, fill the bottom up, put some candies or some like little pencils or erasers or anything like that, and give to the teacher. I think that'd be so cute. Or just give it to some of your friends or co-workers. Great little gift to give to somebody. But that's our project. So here is this one here with all the good stuff filled in there. And this is what my front looks like on this one, and this is what the front looks on this one. I am absolutely loving this. I love my pumpkins. Like I said, just from playing around, I was going, hey, wait a minute, and I just said, this kind of looks like a pumpkin, so I had to do it. I had to show you guys. That's why I'm doing this project. So anyway, this is my project for today. I hope you guys will give this a try. I think it turned out fabulous. So I hope you all are having a great day. If you would do me a wonderful, just something really wonderful for me, if you would go to the right-hand side of my blog, you can go ahead and where it says join this site, you can put your email address in there, and you can find me find me over there and get all my great up-and-coming projects that I have coming out. And like I said, more Christmas stuff ahead. And then I will have a link underneath this video that will have all the supplies you need to make this box here. And if you would like, I will go ahead and give you the supplies list to make this also here. So in case you just want to make something for an everyday gift, this would be really cute. But there will be a link at the bottom of the video. Like I said, just click on one of those and take you to the shop button. There's also a shop button at the top of my blog that you can use, and that will also take you to the shop button. So anyways, if you need to find me, I am at sweetserenity.com. Well, sweetserenitystamping.com. Let's get that right. We don't want to miss anything out. sweetserenitystamping.com. So anyways, this is my project. I hope you all give this a try. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them at the bottom of the video. I always love to hear what you guys have to say about my projects. Whether they are good or bad, but I still would like to hear from you, and hopefully they will be good instead of bad. Nobody wants to see the bad ones, but I do take the criticism if there is something that you think I should have done better or whatever, or may have you. So anyways, I hope you are all having a great day. Take care, and I will see you on my next video. Bye, everybody.